Oh, yes.
Now, I don't want us to be too pitiable because our Independence Day is approaching.
Yes.
So I just want us to
okay, let's have some courage to
make a longer
move forward. Yeah.
Yes. Now, recently you also called attention to the fact that our domestic debt is crippling, and that is not too good for the business operators within the country, especially builders, construction people who are being owed by government. And so what do you advocate? What should we do?
Yeah, what I'm saying is that, you see, there is no nation that has no debt. Yes, but Nigerian government can have foreign debt because every other nation has that. Now, but Nigerian government should be careful with stockpiling local debt because it affects the people directly at home. No, if a contractor executes a project, many people are feeding under that contractor.
Especially a road project.
Road project, building, all of them. They employ a lot of labor. And you didn't pay this contractor. Now what happens? All those people feeding under him will go hungry. And what happens if a majority of the people are hungry?
They are angry.
Then they are angry. And they will also move into some criminal activities. And these are some of the things bedeviling this country today. Because for many people are being owed money. Government must make sure they get money to service this local debt so that contractors will have life again. Others who are living with them should also have life so that people can be having smiling faces on their faces. Then we can move forward. But we can move forward, reduce also criminality within our society.
Yes. Our social
people will now, more people will be employed if projects are moving. Payments are being gotten. If projects are not moving, somebody closes the site, and everybody who is working with him loses his job. So these are some of the things I think we need, the government need to do.
But do we have a creative recommendation to government? What should be the balance? If you must borrow, how should it be borrowed? Is it that when government gives jobs to the local contractors, they don't get to pay them on time? Can they also utilize what they use for foreign contractors, where they also come and take some petrol in lieu of your?
Well, I really don't think there is need for that. If we are very serious in terms of trying to have balanced budgeting. Balanced budgeting. Because, I mean, why do you have to keep on building your castles in the air when the realities are there and they are left unattended? Yes, unattended to. If you don't have money to do something, for God's sake, why are you saying you want to, build skyscrapers? Build 100 story floors, and you don't have the money. For God's sake, just go bit by bit.
If it's only just bungalow that you can do.
If it's only bungalow that you do the bungalow, but reduce the stress on other people who are also believing in you, who have hope in you. You know, what I mean here is Nigerians that have hope in government, who believe in government generally, they should be encouraged one way or the other, so that they should not be pushed into penury.
Let's come again to professional bodies. Now, what really can you do to influence or change either the policy or governance? Do you really have any critical role, or do you have any contribution that you can make to change either the policy itself or to change governance, to say to government, you are not going the right direction? I think you should turn around. Do you have that kind of power?
Now, let me tell you one thing that is painful. As president of the Association of Professional Bodies, I know that I am sitting under an umbrella that has professionals in different spheres of life. It's a reservoir of knowledge, of different ages. But what pains me most is that the government is not prepared to tap this knowledge. Yeah, I'm telling you the fact, because since I came to power, before I came to power, I knew that that is the major problem. Now, I want to use this opportunity to tell the government that we are not a labor organization. We are not a labor union. We don't fight anybody. We don't fight government. Rather, we are partners in progress. We are educated and we want to contribute our quota to national development. Government should take us as friends. They shouldn't take us as if we are labor organizations who are here to strike, cause trouble. We are not. We will never do so. When I came to power, I wrote a letter to many government offices. No reply up to today as I'm talking to you.
No response?
No response. I have, we have a blue book, which I met.
Blue, not green.
No, ours is blue. It is blue because it is a very important book. It guides the government on with the way forward. Now, I have set up a committee to prepare for a professional summit in November this year. I want to dust the last blue book that we prepared, and the government were not ready to give us this thing to present it to the president. So I want to dust it up again and call a committee so that we can come and check it and review it, update it in November this year, 21st to 22nd.
Okay.
All professionals will gather, all the presidents of professional bodies, accompanied by 5 others, will gather in Abuja to go through this, to make presentations on the state of the nation.
From
their own point of view as professionals. The man who is the president of the Medical Association will come and talk. The man of the Bar Association will come and talk.
Council of Registered Engineers?
Registered engineers will come and talk. Architects, builders, land surveyors, county surveyors, everybody will come and talk. You know, the pharmacists and whatever, they will come and talk to us about the state of the nation regarding their own profession. Now we will look at our blue book again, dust it up, review it, update it. We hope that we will try to seek for appointment by Mr. President so that we can present this
formally.
Yeah, I hope when we do it this time that the president will listen to us and receive our blue book.
And do something about what is inside the book.
Do something about what is inside the book, so that I know that if we have that audience and the government agrees to partner with us, believe you me, this country will be in a better days.
Okay, all right. Before we get to better days, let's go back again and look at some days that you have spent in government. Now, what exactly is it that goes on there that we can't seem to translate to reality? The council will meet, you will discuss, just like you said now, the current the governor of Ondo State, you know, both of you brought your ideas together, you worked together, you convinced, you know, your other members, other colleagues to buy into your dream. So why does it not translate to the street? What is it? Have you ever asked yourself that question?
I have asked so many times. The more I ask, the more confused I become. Because I was part of the system, I thought things can work. But apparently things don't seem to be working the way I think they should work. You know, so I think we need to change our attitude. Attitudinal change is very important to the people of national question. We must change our attitude. We must. You don't just mention that you love Nigeria. Just talk that you love Nigeria. No. Translate it into reality. Translate it. If you are giving a job today, a job that you can finish in a day or in the next few hours, why do you go and keep it?
For 3 months.
For 3 months, for God's sake. Face it really and complete it and submit result. But this is the attitude that Nigerians seems to have thrown away since the time the colonial people left.
Okay, now that is where actually I'm coming to a head with you, because in your association, do you have civil servants as members of your association?
Most of our members are actually, we have civil servants. So there are some civil servants in our association, but I don't know of any of my presidents who is a civil servant. Most of them have worked before. But
civil service, but they're not out.
They are out. They are practicing consultants in their various professions, but we have some who are civil servant. For example, my second deputy is a commissioner presently in Kogi State government, Dr. Miyetti Idris.
That's not really a civil servant. That's
okay, well, that's political.
Yes.
Well, not too much of. We don't want to take too many of the civil servants.
Well, that is where the issue is.
We don't want to take
Mr.
too many
President,
of the civil
because
servants.
you see, the position you have clearly stated here right now is like the civil service itself is part of the problem, or the major problem in Nigeria. Because if you have a dream policy and you pass it on to the ministry to be executed.
If you have a member who is a civil servant,
he will, then you probably be able to communicate with him better.
But in reality, you see, APBN deals only with the presidents or the professions. We don't deal with
members. Individual members.
We don't deal with individual members.
Okay.
So we deal with only the presidents of the professions. Now, anytime we have a program, we say, okay, look, Mr. President, we have this program. Come with 5 of your members. We don't ask whether they are civil servants or what they are. But I know that every profession, for example, the engineering profession, they have many of their members who are in the civil service.
Ministry of Works.
Ministry of everywhere, even down to the local governments, they have their members. The same thing with the architects, they have their members in the both in the civil service, But we don't deal with them directly, but we expect them as professionals to be able to influence some of the things we are doing. But in most cases, you don't see them influencing that much. They don't, And it's all the same issue that we talked about, the issue of attitudinal change.
Yes.
That is what is also coming back to play. So no matter where you are, it is important for you to realize the fact that as a Nigerian, you should wish Nigeria moving forward every day. So, and you are expected to contribute your own quota. So
now